What's going on, y'all? Welcome back what? Oh hell no! I'm definitely not adding that. Jesus. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Wrestling Wednesday. My bad. Last Wrestling Wednesday of 2025. I'm Christopher J. Cellulite's in the building. What's good, man?
Nothing much. I'm at work, G, but I'm still gonna bring y'all the content. So what's happening?
What's up? What's up? Thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, Sal's at work right now. Trust me, I know the feeling. I just did. Thank God I just did 11 hours today versus the 16 I'm supposed to be doing. But it's Wednesday. We here. Let's end this year right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you guys saw the thumbnail. We're gonna keep this a nice short one. We're gonna get out of there. So let's let's walk this back. Let's go back to Monday night. No, it was It was 3 Monday Night Raws ago, if I recall correctly. Seth Dunn pushed CM Punk flat on his ass, and they almost got a scuffle. Sammy and Jey Uso had to break it up.
Yep, that was three weekends ago. We actually covered that a little bit. It's leading up to what you call it that they just had.
Yep.
Yeah, we covered that a little bit.
Yeah, we sure did. And what happened? Last Monday, they just said fuck it. They actually Boston, Massachusetts. They said, man, we was finna squabble right here and there. That's what they did. Squabbled in the audience. Then went back into the ring. Then along ringside. Then back into the audience again. So I enjoyed it. And from a fan's point of view, yeah, I heard them punches. They was throwing real punches. So I don't know if they don't forgave each other and they said we be finna be professional, or it's like, nah, I don't fuck with you and you gonna feel these knuckles.
Yeah, we said it. We said it before last time we covered anything wrestling. We already know CM and Seth don't like each other. That is a legit beef. So if you listen, if well, we can't play the replay because WWE and all this didn't get a copyright. But yeah, go back and catch. I'm pretty sure y'all can find it somewhere on YouTube. Just go listen to the punches if you can. Them was real nuts. That was bone on bone. They wasn't playing around. So yeah, it was legit. As far as how much damage they did to each other, I don't know about that. Too much damage to each other. But at the same time, though, this definitely builds up to what it is that they got coming up next. But yeah, Monday they had to just have it. I got to have me some you. They had said, "Fuck it, we're gonna move all the furniture and this motherfucker, people included."
That is a fact.
hmm
And I thought this was gonna be a WrestleMania. It's not. They said we finna do it on Netflix. So January 6th, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Finally.
I said that. I said that last time. I said maybe this is gonna be the opening thing for Netflix.
Yep.
I predicted somebody else, but now that they hyping up, because remember, CM Punk came in for the what is it called that they just had?
Yeah, the press conference, the kickoff
No,
show.
no, no, not the press conference. The old blood versus new blood. What was it?
Oh yeah, Survivor Series War Games.
War games. So they brought in they brought in CM for the war games, and right after that, then they have this little problem. Then the backstage things happen. Then now, right up in front. Plus, we already know they blew in what is it 3 hours on Netflix in January.
Are they doing 3 hours? I don't think they confirmed that. Let me see. It
Yeah,
needs to
that's
be. It needs to be 3 hours because as much as these 2 hour formats, it's like you don't put
you
a
cramming everything in.
yeah, you're cramming all the stuff in, and honestly, I honestly don't know if well, no, it is 3 hours
Mm.
because I think they what they're doing is they're still doing the 3 hour show, but they're
Mm.
just picking and choosing because they start to show some clips like I didn't see that in the main show,
Yeah,
so I'm starting to think they start. Um, I'm starting to think it starts early, but they just clip it up and they just have it ready for USA Network by the time 7 o'clock gets here. That's
Bet.
what's up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to Raw. Raw's going to be in Houston the last Monday of the year, but I'm not going to be attending that one. So that's
Yeah.
just me. I just think they're just the 2 hour mark is not. I don't like that. D, what's good, man? How you feeling?
Okay. Yeah,
And
but this
hey,
a
Rod, how
nice
you
little.
doing?
I'm sorry, my bad. My bad. Hey,
No, you're
baby,
great.
what's good, Lil B? But yeah, this is a nice little cherry on the top with CM and with Seth because we already know that they've been have beef. So this will be a nice little staple opener for Netflix as long as they bring it. As long
Okay,
as they bring it.
yes. WWE Raw is expected to return to the 3 hour format when it debut on Netflix. All right, good. Thank
Mhm.
God. Yeah, because you got too many wrestlers. You got too big of a roster to be doing 2 hours. And matter of fact, they're gonna have to start entertaining SmackDown to be 3 hours at this point. Yeah,
I mean, it might as well. You think? Nah, this is probably somewhere later down the line. You think Raw and SmackDown gonna be on Netflix? You think Raw they gonna leave SmackDown for TV? Or are we thinking too far ahead into the future?
yeah. Let's one step at a time because got SmackDown back on the USA Network.
Yeah.
So let's see. I don't. Let's see what happens in 5 years because this sounds like a 5 year deal.
Mm,
So we'll see what happens in 2009. Oh,
okay, cool.
Jesus, 2029. Excuse me.
Yeah. Dita Jenner said depends on how Raw go on Netflix goes. I can tell you right now, some shows that have migrated from USA Network or just regular TV alone, or just cable TV, that's went over to Netflix, gotten better. I don't know if y'all ever seen that TV show Lucifer.
Yep.
Lucifer, we
Oh
just switched over to
yes.
Netflix, got way better. And that's just one show that I'm talking about. It's a couple other shows. So with the product that they wasn't able to really well, they built the PG-13 product on TV. Now you're going to Netflix. You can go far. And I don't know if y'all, I know everybody watch a little bit of Netflix. You can go pretty far with Netflix. So yeah, they can get wild if they want to.
Mm-hmm. No, that is
I
very.
hope they bring that girl over from what was that girl from NXT, the one that just cussed that old girl on a hot mic on TV? And Booker T
Uh,
was like, hey yo,
Jada Parker. Yes.
yeah, yeah, baby. Yeah, you bring Jada
And
Parker on
I know
Netflix,
you
it's
saw
over.
that video I sent you,
Yeah, yeah, I did.
bruh. That is a talented woman right there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Does need to be protected.
Yes, she does. Diddy Jenner says AEW Dynamite and Collision is going to Max too. Really?
Mm.
No.
I heard that. Yes, yes. Yeah. Well, I thought it was we call that Discovery Plus,
Discovery Plus?
not Discovery. It's
Who's
something.
the parent company of that?
I forgot.
Oh,
And but Max, yeah, I did think Max is pretty much where they are headed to because how all these network televisions is losing these shows makes no sense to me
mm-hmm.
because I don't know how much the ads that be the commercials that be playing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much money. I don't know where the money's looking at for all these networks to let go shows because it's not only the wrestling. Hell, the NFL is going to Netflix.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens Christmas Day. Like I said, we'll see what happens because we ain't forget about um what's his name, Jake Paul and Tyson, and how that was glitching. We ain't forget.
It was terrible.
Yeah, because ladies and gentlemen, nothing irks my nerves more than something that glitches. That's why I don't do my show from my desktop because the unified memory is too small and it's going to glitch automatically. I can't do it. So if Raw is going to be bad, I promise you I'll catch Raw the next day. I will catch it the next day. I cannot. I just can't do glitches at all. That's just me. But with that being stated, oh yeah, the Texans is playing the Baltimore Ravens is playing the Texans, and they're making a big deal about it. That's why they got Beyonce performing at the halftime show
Yep.
for
I was
Christmas.
just about to say that.
So
I
we
mean, if
will.
you look at, I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Now go ahead.
If you look at all of these different cable or the dish providers, they all had the NFL package. You see what I'm saying? Comcast had their thing, DirecTV had their thing. Everybody got all of this, that, and the other. The problem is that what do you call it? DVR. You can record a lot of your shows and stuff like that, but you still got to catch those ads. Well, and this is the new generation, the Generation Z. Everybody don't like commercials like that. Why do you think they got YouTube Premium? You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And then you look at stuff like Hulu. You look at stuff like Tubi, where you get a whole bunch of commercials, which are stuff. You look at Spotify. With Spotify, you can play music, but if you don't got premium, you're gonna get them ads. So they're trying to capitalize on that. Netflix has never had ads as long as I've known. So if you could put together a 3 hour continuous show with wrestling, then that product it look different now because now you don't get those commercial breaks either. So you got to watch out for that. As far as football goes, that's less. I mean, is it less money for the NFL because now you're not accepting money from those commercial sponsors stuff like that? Maybe, but still, you get a continuous product with no breaks in between. So you got some advantages there.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see because Netflix already paid WWE $5 billion. So the question is, how much?
I'm sorry. Did you say 5B as in billion?
5 billion.
Oh shit.
And the question is, how are they going to recuperate this money? Now, obviously, I imagine the subscription price is going to go up, and there might be still some ad dollars to be made, and they're going to start charging advertisers like, how much do you want? Um, how, can, how much do you want us to pay you guys? Because not pay you guys. It's like how much do you want to promote your product on wrestling weekly with possibly 280 million viewers worldwide? How much do you want to promote your ad? They say, all right, I'll pay this to get my advertisement out there. So this is how Netflix is going to get their money back.
Well, it's three ways they can do it. They can do it at the be okay. So when you cut on Netflix, for a show that I'm watching right now, Hell's Paradise. The creator of that show is called Mappa, Mappa. Now, Hell's Paradise is like it's an anime built in some like third world country Japanese style thingy, right? But when the show first come on, it is these motorcyclists riding on motorcycles and they riding off into the distance. It's just like, wait, what? Now you can if you
Be right
WWE,
back.
go ahead. If you WWE or if you Netflix, you can do your ad placement there. Like, do a little something, either let's just say Coca-Cola. They could do a little something right there at the beginning, like after, the intro rolls or whatever it is like that. Or in between matches. You know how like you do the tail of the tape, like for a fight or something like that. You could do the ads or something like that right there. So that's how they can recoup their money. Or you could do it at the very end. The only problem is a lot of people these days they skip the intro. So at the very end of the episode, you can hit skip intro and then like for the next episode you might miss them ads. But it's a couple of ways they do it though. $5 billion, that is a lot of money though. I didn't know that they spent that much for that product though. But they can make their money back. Now how they gonna do it as far as pay-per-views and stuff like that go, that still might be a thing. If well we only talking about Raw, so that's just the Raw product. Now if you still gonna have pay-per-view on natural TV, but you can still make that even off advertisement on Netflix. So it's all on how they do it, though. It really is all on how they do it. But as far as the ad dollars go, I've never seen a ad on Netflix, and I wait for the day when we actually see one. That's going to be funny as hell. Until then, go ahead, big dog.
Oh no, I was letting you go. But yeah, those ad dollars is like, like for example, the Netflix come to us. It's like, hey, do you want to promote your show, your wrestling show? Yes, we do. All right, how much? This is the package. This is how much. How many times we're gonna run it, and what markets we're gonna hit. Here's your target audience, and this is how much you're gonna charge. This is how they make. That's one way. Like I said, one way how they make their money back. Also, you got ad advertisement now. Well, on the Netflix side because WWE had their own advertisers. But on the Netflix side, like I said, I heard you say Tell of the Tapes is one. Two, they when they do like how we got our bottom line set up, they can start running ad. Netflix can run their own ads promoting other shows or promoting ad dollars to make this money back because you, like I say, you gave a company $5 billion for the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm. That's $1 billion a year.
Yeah, man, you're gonna find a way to get that money back.
Hey, get that money. We're gonna get it back in blood.
Back to drop my iPad. Hold on, let me see something because they said I heard Michael Cole say 280 million uh worldwide, and how much is membership again? The standard one?
Shit, my bad. I'm talking on mute the whole entire time. For standard Netflix, I don't know. Let me look it up right quick.
Because Michael Cole said 280 million worldwide.
So as of right now, I just looked it up. Standard is $6.99 a month.
Okay. And I would say
I'm sorry, take that back. That standard with ads is $6.95 a month. Without ads is $15.49
yeah.
without ads.
So let's assume no one's paying 15.49, which is
And then premium is $22.99.
what's premium.
Premium, I think you get multiple screens. So if you have my Netflix account, then me and you can both watch my Netflix account, and also we get different shows.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Makes sense. Now I just did the math. 280 million. 690 Jesus. $6.95. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just 1 month. 1.9 billion.
I'm still here. I got to rotate. Go ahead.
Go ahead. 1.9 billion, ladies and gentlemen. In 1 month, they made that money back. So we see why Netflix gave away $5 billion because they said we go for it. We can make that up in 6 months. Whew. Sorry, I'm drinking black coffee. So okay, they is good out here. All right, they is good. Now let's go over Saturday night main event. Uh, where would I rank Saturday night's main event? Uh, excuse me, sorry. Um, with all the matches watching, we'll get to that towards the end. Yeah, the dark match. I didn't know there was a dark match. Motor Machine Guns versus A Town Down, which obviously we all know who's gonna win that. But let's see. With the match, now I'm gonna tell you guys these run times. The dark match, 8 minutes. Drew versus Sammy, 10 minutes. Liv versus EO, 9 minutes. Gunther, Finn, and Damien was 11 minutes. Chelsea Green and Misha was 8 minutes. And the longest match of the night was Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, and that was all of 12 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It's only because think network television and think of a 2 hour time slot. Um, for the TV, it was only 5 matches. Whew. Now, obviously, we know Drew McIntyre defeated Sami Zayn. Liv Morgan retained her title versus EO. Triple threat match. Gunther retained his heavyweight title. Now, let's give a round of applause for Chelsea Green.
Most definitely, she did her thing.
There will be no Chelsea Green slander. I'm not going to give her a superstar of the year, but she does need to be considered for breakout wrestler of the year. I like her trajectory. I enjoyed her during that Dustin match versus her and Michin. She was a true soldier at Money in the Bank. How she took that spot off the ladder and she
Mhm.
she protected her head. I'm not mad at her falling like this, but I knew Chelsea Green was special, and I knew something this year's like something's gonna happen this year with Chelsea Green. I don't know what it is, but something's gonna happen to her. And then finally, they introduced the women's intercontinental championship and the women's United States championship. Took you guys long enough,
Hmm.
and
What, 40 years?
yeah, that was way too long. Even I thought of that idea when I was a kid. So with the handling of the match, obviously Piper never getting involved, which is fine. I'm okay with that because as much as I like Michigan, Chelsea Green deserved it this year, and I do like the push that Michigan is getting. I really do because she's not appreciated enough. But Chelsea Green needed to walk out of there with the title.
Yeah, she did, and she did a damn good job in showing that she can take those bumps. Especially that was the thing I was going to point out how she protected herself, but even more so how she even came back and even rised above it. A lot of people who watch wrestling, they don't pay attention to the small details. They more so try to react to what it is that they see. But when you look at those little bitty details, like, all right, you could take a bump, but you could protect yourself. And we all know these women wrestlers, they put in work. So when she came down, she protected herself. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, how's she going to come back from this? And when she came back from it, I'm like, all right, cool, bet. I can understand why the comeback. It's been some comebacks, and not just in females matches, but it's been some comebacks in singles matches. I was just like, I don't understand that comeback. Like you should have stayed down, or you should have like started the match off hot before you got cold.
Right.
Um, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And now I can understand like if a person is no selling for you, now you got a different issue. I don't know if y'all seen some of those beat downs when like when your opponent don't sell for you. Yeah, you got a problem.
Yeah.
I never forget when Antonio Inoki. I can't remember the guy who was he was wrestling, but he didn't sell for him. And Antonio put that he put that work on that boy. So yeah, you don't play when it comes to the business, but what damn bro, don't break the door to the oven.
It'll be all right. I
I'm
mean,
about to say you didn't mute yourself before you got up.
oh my bad. Oh no, it's all good. Worst case scenario, I'll put a maintenance request in. I'll be all right.
Okay, yeah, you good. But yeah, them bringing the titles, fucking finally. Jesus Christ. I don't know what took them so damn long. Why do you think now of all times they brought it?
Because they just didn't value the wrestlers, the female wrestlers, honestly, and they just didn't know. Now I got to give TNA the credit because at least they had the women's tag team titles. So let me give them credit. Other than that, it's just they didn't invest in the women wrestlers. Now, granted, there was nothing really to invest back in the day. Not that many of them.
True.
It took what year was WrestleMania 32? Leading up to WrestleMania 32. Yeah, that's it took NXT. Shout out to Triple H. It took Vince Stephanie McMahon to lead that charge. Shout out to her. Now we have proven wrestlers, legitimate female wrestlers who can not only start the show, they can close out the show as a main event.
Correct.
So Now, even on WrestleMania, now did I like that match with triple threat match? Charlotte, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch was kind of mid, but they deserved that match. And also, hell, first WrestleMania since from the pandemic, I still think Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair is up there as one of the best closings.
Yeah.
And obviously WrestleMania 39. I do believe for night one, although I'm happy for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for winning that. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair could have closed out that show.
They could have, or it could have been Rhea Ripley, and you know who my favorite is. So,
Man, she was not even the. Wait, was she in the WWE?
Nia Jax.
Was she back in WWE around that time? Let me think.
I don't remember,
I don't.
but
Nah, I don't think
I don't
so.
know. But they should have. They just magically made Nia Jax. Listen, as long as Nia Jax is the champion, I don't care what they're doing with women's wrestling. Let's just go ahead and call it square. Yeah. See, as long as Nia Jax is there, we good.
This guy. This guy. But speaking of, and also I gotta say this, a candid moment. We all know how Nia Jax was booked under
Yeah.
Vince era, and eventually she got cut from WWE, and she just left. And we all know how Vince, like, if he likes you, he likes you. He don't get rid of you. She came back. She owned her craft. Granted, I didn't like those chair shots at War Game. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I need you to whoop their ass with those chairs. Uh, what? One second.
Go ahead, take your time. She came back and she really put herself in a more professional light. She's not just brawling. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just keep it real. Nia Jax hurt quite a few people. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
She hurt some people. Now she's being more professional with it. With those chair shots that you say was brutal. I still say they'll work. But that's just because I'm a fan of Nia Jax. But she ain't hurting everybody like she used to. She was known for hurting females
Fair
all
enough.
the time.
Fair enough.
Go ahead, say what you're saying.
And I like that she won Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. Well, granted, she has puffy hair. Those were real tears. She was crying,
Yep.
and she cried in Triple H's arms twice. I was like break character. She's supposed to be healed, but nah, it's like she earned that. Vince left her for dead. She earned that.
Yeah, she did. I just say the talent period, right? Because, and I'm glad that we touched on this because it's something I always want to talk about. When it comes to who gets chosen to really be the face, even at for a moment in time of that particular section of the company, do you think it's the talent that's taken into the consideration, or is it that they body of work?
Um,
One or two, you can't choose both. Like, which is more important?
what you have done, or what have you done for me lately? Is what you're asking.
Hey, I'm sorry, my bad. I was muted. So we can put the belt on Christopher J, but because of who he is as a face and as a person, or we could put the belt on Christopher J because for the last 3 months he's been tearing ass, and we need to put something on him to really give him that recognition for who
Oh
he is.
no. The first option. Yeah, they're usually gonna go with the first option.
Okay,
Like the
cool.
ones that is working their way up, they're gonna feed them to the champion. Like LA Knight is a great example. LA Knight last year, his rise to the top was quick and swift. You had to feed him to somebody. Hey Roman, I need you to Roman. I want to fight somebody. Who's next? Okay, LA Knight, go ahead. And dare I say, LA Knight put a hell of a match at, I forgot what that pay per view was. It was in Saudi Arabia. Almost won that, by the way. So they're not going to give it to the person that works the hardest. They may set them up for the U.S. title or the Intercontinental title, but they're not going to say, "All right, you need to be a heavyweight champion." They're not going to do that. They didn't even do that to Gunther. Gunther had to held that title for 666 days before
Yeah.
it's like, all right, now let's go ahead and transition you to a heavyweight champion.
Yeah, most definitely. So even with what's her name? Chelsea Green.
Uh,
Chelsea Green. Even with Chelsea Green, I don't think that because her I don't want to take away from her body work, but the way she performed in that match and just her talent alone just her character alone, minus the body of work. That's why I think you get those moments, especially like with Nia Jax with her return, especially because of what she went through events. You get those momentary little staples to where they get the recognition that they deserve. But let's not forget though, Vince is now out of the company, so Triple H is pretty much spearheading and letting a lot of these people get the growth that they deserve. Now, as far as what's coming up, I think it should still be credited to how it is that the people is really putting on a show in the ring, and Triple H knows that because he used to be in the ring. But still, these wrestlers is putting on the show for these fans, and shit, they need to bring it. It's just that simple, and give recognition to where it's deserved. Just that simple.
I agree. I you got to highlight them. You got to put them in the forefront. You got to put them as the uh, one of the faces of the company. Like
Yeah,
again, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green at first was like the dingy chick antics or
yeah,
the dingy manager
yeah.
who had some wrestling skills. But what she did was started investing into her character so the audience can invest back into the character, whether they like her or not. It's all about the investment. And now that she was able to create and get used to her character or make her character her own, now let's go ahead and get in the ring and start getting our bumps in and getting our lumps in. She started doing that and she found her way into this tournament and she's now the first ever United States Women's Champion. Shout out to Miche. She deserved it too, but I'm not gonna say she deserved it more than Chelsea.
Yeah, 1,000%, definitely 1,000%.
Yeah, salute to that. Salute to Chelsea Green. And obviously Cody Rhodes defeated Owens, but what happened when they went off air?
Yeah. Didn't Cody get hurt?
It's called a seated pile driver.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of looked bad. And while heading to the back, Triple H got physical, slapped the towel out of his hand, and started pushing Kevin. So
You think
now
that's a work, or do you think that's a
it's work.
shoot?
No, that's work.
Okay.
That's not real. That's not real. Because here's the thing: I get nervous anytime I see Triple H in that environment because of his heart condition,
It's
his
hard. Yeah.
pacemaker. I
Yeah.
get nervous. So the rumor was Triple H is going to get back in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, sorry. Hold on, one.
Don't single me out like I'm about to get in training.
My bad, ladies and gentlemen. In case you guys forgot, Triple H almost died a few years ago. Something hereditary that runs in the family. Thank God they caught it quickly. They put a pacemaker inside of him. He is medically retired. He will never get in that square arena wrestle again. So knock that off. I personally wish he stopped trying to break up these fights because one wrong move and that's a long explanation to Stephanie and the kids. So please, y'all abandon that idea that Vince is coming back. Stop it. I mean, Triple H is coming back. Stop it.
I'm gonna say, wait, what? Vince coming back? Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They made it loud and clear he ain't coming back.
Vince is nowhere near WWE. He could probably watch that home on TV. That's it.
And speaking of Vince, switching gears real quick.
Hmm.
sent you. I sent you a link. I should have did something with it, but I didn't have the time today because today was a little bit hectic at work. Um, we all know what's going on with Diddy and Jay Z.
Yeah.
Um, Jay Z's, in my opinion, is innocent. Diddy, the jury's still out on that. Dr. Umar Johnson did make a great point that's worth discussing. He said, with all these allegations that's being brought upon Diddy, brought upon Jay Z, he said, how come Vince McMahon has never seen the inside of a jail yet?
Good question. And I don't even like Umar, but that's a good
Mm,
question.
That's a great question. More than fair. I'm like, yeah, he's absolutely right. When all the charges brought up against him, he should be technically in jail. But I'm glad he's not in jail because prove to me that whatever allegation against me is legitimate. It's up to you to prove it. Until you prove it, I'm gonna walk around this earth as an innocent man. I kind of wish they did the same thing with um, Diddy
Well,
because
okay.
because it's because I am fair across the board. If you have something on me, put me in jail. If not, I'm going about my business. So, but you're gonna throw Diddy in jail. Vince McMahon needs to be right behind him.
Well, I think there's a polarizing factor on that, right? If we
Uh,
really gonna put them into contrast, the difference is, all right, with Diddy, there was an FBI investigation. Plus, you got to remember, it's other investigations on top of the investigations that's coupled with investigations that comes with handcuffs of investigations and more baby oil investigations. When it comes to Diddy, with Vince, it's literally, and I'm not trying to downplay the allegations. Let me be 1,000. Matter of fact, let me turn my light on. Hold on.
so,
Because I don't want to be in the dark. Let me be 1,000% clear. I am not downplaying the allegations that is coming against Vince McMahon. So any people who has anything against Vince McMahon, if you feel that you are a victim, as a victim, you shall be perceived, especially if you have the evidence to back it up. So let me not downplay that, especially with what we went through in this last month. Yeah, there's no such thing as, oh, you a victim maybe by choice. No, those people who have brought allegations against Vince, then yeah, you should definitely, to the extent of the law, pursue justice for yourself. So let me go ahead and get that out the way. Amen to that. But as far as the difference between him and Diddy, with Diddy, there's the FBI's involved. I don't think the FBI is involved with Vince. Should the FBI be involved? That's a good question. Because with Diddy, you have multiple organizations within the industry that is coupled upon lots of assets would have been transformed, well, not transformed, but transmorphed to acquire, traffic, and distribute not only young ladies but young men as well. So his antics is storied across multiple industries for quite some time. For Vince, is literally just victimizing people for sexual immorality with monetary value or with monetary gain. Is that fair to say? Bro, you muted. Chris, you muted.
my bad. Say that one more time.
Yeah, is it? I mean, I'm not saying that Vince shouldn't be in jail, but I'm not saying that Diddy should be out of jail.
Oh,
They both should be
the
in jail.
Department of Justice is handling the Vince situation.
Yeah, so he should definitely be in jail. Now, with Diddy, we all know, like, let's just keep it a square being. I don't want to make it about that, but when it comes to two different shades of the law, we know one's going to be treated different from the other. Let's
Right.
just be honest, right?
Correct.
We're not about to sugarcoat it. This is a full shoot. Vince is who he is as a man of his complexion. Diddy is who he is as a man of his complexion. So it's going to be difference in how it is that they're going to be treated because of the law. Now,
Mhm.
Diddy also has some antics. He tried to run. He came up with an apology and all this, that, and the other. Vince got an interview on Netflix. Diddy didn't get an interview on Netflix. Diddy got raided and got 300 million tons of baby oil laced with GHB in this goddamn house. Like, wait. I'm just saying, like, what is it? I mean, uh, until I hear about like a laced locker room handle.
Did he? Did he? Did he? Niggas be going to the grocery store and shit be sold out. 300 pounds. Yeah, you got to go down for that one. That one alone, he got to go.
you you have bought out a country's worth of baby oil, my nigga. What the fuck is going on?
Like, black people only use oil, not lotion.
Hey, to the point to where nigga Costco had to put out a goddamn statement.
That was a goddamn.
Could you imagine just how much of a sexual deviant you have to be where a company has to put out a statement just to protect their fucking self? Nah, man, ain't no coming back from that, bro. Listen, in Vince's allegations, it's only him and like 2, 3 other people, and quite a few people. With Diddy, it's everybody. Everybody that was everybody
See,
that
black people.
about Diddy.
See,
Go ahead.
here's something that my ex taught me. Black people have to use oil for their skin because this is taking it too far. It's taking way too far. That in of itself is why you need to be underneath the jail. But damn, but let's give Dr. Umar credit. He's absolutely right. Vince, if you're gonna throw Diddy in the jail, you need to throw Vince McMahon. I wanted to talk about that today because that's a fair assessment. But that's wrestling. We have to talk about it. Yes, by all intents and purposes, Vince needs to be sitting in federal court. Matter of fact, it's the United States versus. Wait a minute, is this a new one? Hold on, let me double check. The United States versus McMahon. Oh, never mind. This is back in '94. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that case, that the ink done dried up on that case long time ago.
So what's the state of the Vince case right now?
They put it on hold, and also the latest update is they postponed it because of Linda McMahon's involvement in it. So because she's under Trump's cabinet, they postponed her whatchamacallit. So she's gonna be she's gonna be untouched for the next 4 years.
Right. So if that's the case, well, because of political positioning and protection, is it fair to say that Vince might be untouched for the next couple of years with Linda?
Yes, because for the case, I don't think they're supposed to pursue it this month. They pushed it back. I don't know how long they pushed it back, but right now for the next 4 years, he's good. Now, what policy is he going to pass to definitely protect himself? That only remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Diddy gonna get the book thrown at him. He deserved to have a book thrown at him. I mean, that's no one brings allegations unless there's reasons, and I understand. Trust and believe me, people have devious reasons and they have honest reasons.
Oh,
now
of course.
We seen with Jay-Z that the person who alleged that he did those was the part of doing those things to her. They have backed off, right? And it's easy that it can be determined that it was for blackmail reasons or the information of the allegation was wrong. Who knows? But they asked the alleged victim and they asked her father some questions that should have been asked a long time ago. But the father didn't remember anything, even about his own daughters that leaving alleged assault, and she even had her information wrong. So, with that being said, not everything can be taken as truth, but there has to be some investigation behind it. With Oh shit! I got a rotation and gate switch. With that, yeah, they need to get their shit under control. I gotta step away for a second though.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, and I wanted to bring that up because yeah, he needs to be in jail. And just out of the interest of fairness, does that sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Put a one in the chat if that sounds familiar. In the interest of fairness, Mr. Man should be underneath a jail cell right now. So I wanted to throw that out there. Regarding Cody Rhodes, what do we expect regarding January 6th? Because I do believe Cody Rhodes will make an appearance on there. But what did this make Cody Rhodes? Go ahead.
Well, it depends on his recovery from his injury. How serious was his injury?
Um, they're not saying if it's a TV injury or this is a real injury. They kind of been hush mouth about it.
Hmm. If it's not a TV injury, then he can come back. Maybe I don't know. I don't know where he potentially got hurt. Saying that how it was a drop allegedly, could be a neck. Again, if it's a TV injury, then he might not be able to do too much. But if it's something like an arm or a knee or something like that, then yeah, you could bring him back in a sling or a brace, and we can make something work or happen with that. If it's not a TV injury, though, I don't expect too much out of Cody. He hurt. He hurt.
Yeah, that's real. But right now, Kevin Owens walking around with the championship, the traditional Eagle championship, by the way. It's a championship I actually grew up on. I don't know if that's going to be the new title of WWE or they did it for Saturday Night Main Event, but we'll see what happens. If not, Netflix, probably Elimination Chamber,
You
which
think
is
Netflix is gonna have a Netflix Raw champion?
they already do. It's Gunther.
Netflix, like a Netflix belt itself.
Oh, I mean that would be interesting. I don't necessarily see the reason why per se because it's already on Netflix and nobody's going to be touching Netflix. Well, I don't know if they do it. I want to see how they're going to design that belt. Is it going to be one? It's going to be a red belt, gold plated with just the end up front. That's just me. That's not our rounds of um, Netflix. But oh, and well, you're talking on me, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I'm on. I was talking to the job right quick. Give me 1 second, big dog.
No, you good. And no, think about it.
All right, cool. I'm back.
Uh,
All right, so now I'm back. What was the last thing you said? Because it's something I wanted to say.
Now about you saying will Netflix do their own championship belt, just like how TBS got their own belt on AEW? I
Yep,
don't
that's exactly what I was thinking too.
I don't think they would, but it's not that too far out of fetch for it to happen. So as long as the belt looks good, I'm with it.
Oh yeah, as long as it don't look like crap. How's TNA's look?
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I mean, long as it look good, that's the most important thing, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the TBS belt looks decent. Nothing to complain about.
saying? Yeah, with the Netflix logo, yeah, as long as it good, as long as it look good. But that would be dope, though. I mean, of course, that opens up another bracket of championship because now you can have a Raw champion and you can have a Netflix champion, which we all remember. Remember our truth.
Yep.
You remember our truth and his little antics on how he used to get it. That was dope. But yeah, we got a Netflix champion.
Okay. Oh, that's not that's just AEW. That's not the TBS championship. It looks more like the AEW, but it has a TBS what's card right there. But we'll see. I don't. It could. I don't see why They should, but if they can do it and make it work, I'm all in for it. I'm all in.
Most definitely. I gotta head inside the building, big dog. So
I
go
appreciate
ahead,
that.
drop it down. I appreciate you having me though. I'll
I
see
know.
y'all next time.
I man, peace, man. Yeah, we about to wrap up. Peace, man. But I'll say you like, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, yeah, tell you we was gonna give you guys some content before we ended this year. This will be the last Wrestling Wednesday of 2024. So uh damn, my opinions here. Oh my goodness, I apologize. I greeted y'all with the names of my other wrestling chat. Enjoy. It's all good, man. It's all good. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, last WrestleMania of the year. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy our Christmas break, and let's bring in the news right. January 1st. Let's go ahead and do the first one of 2025. I'll open up the panels so we can give our prediction for Raw on Netflix that coming Monday. Okay. So our cash app is at the bottom. Me and Wills make a donation if y'all can. We will be back next year, and we're just gonna enjoy this break, spend some time with our family. We're be grateful for those who are here. Remember those who are not here. Let them know they will not be forgotten. So I do want to say thank you guys for supporting this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all have no idea from where this channel started, how we're getting here, and we're doing the slow grind all the way back to the top. So I'm here for it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Wrestling Wednesday, Say You Like Podcast, Christopher J. See you guys in 2025. Peace out.